welcome to another episode of Songs by My Soba. My name is Angela Spignese, and I'm a health education volunteer here in the Republic of Moldova with the Peace Corps. And now, most volunteers in my group, we're the M32s, we have 100 days left or less in Moldova. So it's a very exciting time. And the soba you see behind me, which is used to heat Moldovan homes, which I mentioned in previous videos, we're no longer using it because it is now spring. We're getting into summer. In the past couple of videos, I had scarves on because we're not heating. We have a little bit of gas heat in here, but I'm really cold some days just because that's how I am. So that's why I still have like bulky sweaters and scarves on, because we're still transitioning. So today I thought that I would talk about one of my favorite things, one of my favorite rituals that I have sort of developed here in the Republic of Moldova. And it is called Chai cu biscuits in Romanian. In English, it's tea with cookies. So one of the first things we're told as volunteers is to talk a lot and try to use our language skills and get to know people, have them get to know us. And so one of the ways that we do that is over tea and cookies. So most Moldovan families, either in the morning for breakfast or after their lunch or dinner, will have like tea and cookies. It's kind of this ritual. And how it differs for me from what we have in the United States is that in Moldova, it's really a time to just like be with your family and just talk or be with friends. For me, it's typically me and my host mother, and we'll just get into conversations and just sit there and talk. Another volunteer, like he messaged me last week and he's like, oh, I've just been talking to my host mom for like 3 hours. And you know it's like over food or over tea and cookies. And it really has been a great way to take a moment to decompress, get to know your host family, get to know whether it's your host family or your partners at your school or your library or just a Moldovan friend, or even if it's just a moment alone in your room to just decompress. It's one of the best things that you can do, something really hot and warm and something sweet. Just so good. So we'll typically just have some type of black tea, and then for the sweet, there's cookies that you buy at the local store. They're just kind of like sugar cookies. They're all different kinds, and they buy them by like the kilogram, and they'll put them in like little plastic baggies. And there's also what they call bombone, which are candy or candies. And those, I've mentioned this in another video, there's a great brand called Bucuria, which means joy in Romanian, and it's like a really big Moldovan chocolate brand. And they're like colorful packages, so typically when you have your tea, there'll be a bowl of all of the beautiful cookies and candies on the table. For me, I just like eat with my eyes as well, so I love things that are colorful and that like you just want to eat them. So it's always like a fun little treat for yourself when you've had a long day, and it's something that I would do this in the United States, and I would have like coffee and tea with my family as well, but here it's definitely taken on a new form, like a new ritual. And I think it's something that I definitely would love to keep up myself, especially like having a family in the future and, you know, just having a baked good. Here they also make like tons of bread or other desserts that they'll also have with the tea. And it depends and it varies on families. My host mother she is somebody who does cook and bake a lot. So she has a lot of sweets, a lot of baked goods. She's amazing. So I've been fortunate to have that. So again, chai cu biscuits, one of my favorite things about Moldova. And I'm sure this is also something that's very popular in many cultures and especially other Eastern European cultures. But here, as opposed to coffee, it's definitely tea. And now I'm going to bring you a little song by a group called Johnny Swim, and the song is called Flowers. Hope you enjoy. You don't have to bring me flowers, won't you just let me be? 'Cause every time you try to wound me, it wounds me. Don't leave no flowers here for me. It looks like the moonlight has left. I don't see much magic ahead. Trying to say you're sorry with whiskey on your breath is like trying to clear the smoke with cigarettes. You don't have to bring me flowers. I'll just leave them here for dead. Because when this thing goes sour, are we living all the hours you'll spend losing me instead? Ooh, I'm letting go. Ooh, I'm letting go. I'm letting go. Won't you let me go? You don't have to bring me flowers. I'm just begging you to leave. Go ahead and call me coward, but finally your power has lost its hold on me. Thank you for joining in. Hope you have a great week and a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.